think I weighed probably 80 pounds. I went out for the Packers and ended up starting at the right guard. And the coach said, you just got so much ability to play. I just want you to play at right guard at 80 pounds. My mom was worried, but that's how it really all started. I went from there to running back to quarterback, and I played defensive safety. So that's how I got started in sports. And that program really helped a lot of people learn how to play football. When we got to the high school level, we were pretty much ready to play. Baseball kind of was a back burner, summertime thing. Football was always my #1 sport. I enjoyed it. Coach Bailey was an unbelievable coach. I still see stuff in the college league now that he taught. I had basically a role model when I grew up. I remember watching TV on the floor with my dad. We used to watch Miami Dolphins. The Blackwood brothers, that's my two boys. They were two safeties, and I just watched them religiously and loved everything they did and how they played the game. We would sit for, I don't know, hours on end, and we would just learn the game. And at Christmas, I would get a football uniform. And I'm still today a Miami Dolphins fan. I don't care if they're 0-18, I still watch Miami Dolphins. And I think probably when I started high school, I was working, I played safety behind a guy named Jeff Floyd. I think he came from Central. He was a safety and a quarterback, and he really took me under his wing and taught me everything about being defense and what to look for, the keys and how to play and play hard. And he turned around and told me after he graduated, you're going to be a starter. You're going to be a star here too, sir. My dad had a lot to do with it too. He helped coach the Packers team, and he gave me a lot of pointers, but I did learn a lot from Mr. Marcus and all them as far as, if you had talent, you played hard, they made you work. They kind of gave us the work ethic that we needed to, when you get to school balls, you're going to need this. And he was also all-state in school. My mama was all-state in basketball. So I need to add that too. My dad and my mom both were unbelievable players in high school. So my mom was a basketball player. She showed me pictures. She would shoot her free throws with one arm. And I was like, unbelievable athlete. So we come from a bloodline of athletes, and they really inspired me too. I had a lot to do with my parents, so I kind of brought that to my kids too. So the memories I had playing football for Denham, there's so much of them. The brotherhood, the friendship that we had, and from the underclassmen to take you under their wing and really bring you along with the system. The system that Coach Wax and them brought to this table was unbelievable. Today, those three coaches were just four coaches. They were like dads to us, and they taught us how to play the game. And the younger crowd, the younger classmates really set the pace for us to actually excel. Now, I can still remember a lot of the memories was having the bonfires when we played Central. Central, was our rivalry, but heck, everybody was our rival. Everybody hated us. Everybody wanted to beat us, but I enjoyed having those bonfires before the game on Thursday night or whatever it was, the cheerleaders, the bands, and all that really pumped you up for the game. I can remember a lot of things that night happened. I think we were underdogs. We were pretty much outmanned. They were huge that year. And I remember playing quarterback, and I got tackled and I separated my shoulder. I couldn't raise my left arm. So I come out of the game and it popped back in, and I ended up staying, I think, out the whole first half. And I think we were losing 21-0. I think I talked to Coach Wax or Coach Bailey and said, look, I can't play quarterback, but I can still play defense and hit somebody. So I put my pads back on and went back out there. And I don't know how I ended up with 3 interceptions, raising one arm and doing this, but I think it was just an act of God. I just wanted to win. And I remember at one time I could hear them in the huddle. The Hammond team was all laughing and giggling. They was 21 points up. I think it was their homecoming. We were done. I fired my team up, and I believe we actually came back and won that game, and it was just great. I can remember at one time we were playing, one fond memory, we were playing Bel Air at their place, and everybody was a little better than us. Bel Air was a good team, and I remember the first half I did a quarterback sneak to go up 7-0, I think it was, and as I was running off the field, the cheerleaders used to throw these little footballs in the stands when we scored a touchdown. So as I was running off the field, a football came on the field, and I picked it up and just launched it back up in the stands. And a classmate of mine named Scott Fesky caught it. And after the game, I didn't notice, but he's the one who threw the ball down on the field. And I picked it up and threw it back to him. And I didn't, he said it was a miracle. I don't know how you did that. And that's one, I got chills now just talking about it. I was like, there's no way you caught that ball. I just threw it up in the stands. The awards that I won, it's kind of weird because we didn't have the digital age. We didn't grow up in digital age. We never knew that we were good. I didn't take it. You know, I was always taught this was a team sport. You don't think about you don't think about none of that. You just play the game. And all those awards came after. It was amazing to me that coaches voted on me as this. I didn't think I was that good. I was just playing the game I loved. I believe today that how the game has changed is unbelievable. So my sons, you know, they played 5A ball and they could not believe that we went both ways. It's like, Dad, how do you do that? I said, we had to. We put the best 11 on the field, and we worked our butts off, and that's how we come to what we did. You know, I can remember crying at night with cramps every night. My mom had to pick me up out of the hallway. I ate bananas and peanut butter jelly. I think I weighed 165 pounds when I graduated. But I was a hitting machine. I hit people so hard. I actually hit my JV team too many times at practice. Coach D used to get mad at me. Coach D used to be the quarterback. And he would holler, "No, you ain't gonna do this no more." And he would throw the ball, or he would pass, and he said, "Quit hitting our guys, them poor guys." And you know what? That helped them out a lot because I think they went to state. They played playoffs ever since that. Not only did I do that, I said, we didn't have a kicker. I had to kick. I think I started punting. I think I kicked and I punted till halfway through the season, and I told Coach Wax, "I got to get off the field. You got to find somebody that can kick." And hopefully you could get up and go back at it at 9 o'clock film Saturday morning. Never could forget that. Man. We were reading the paper. That's all we had was paper to see how bad we did. Either we got blessed or we got cussed at. It was one way or the other, and we were back at it Monday morning. Those coaches, when they got out of that coaching room, they had all these plays. They had everything we needed to know about that other team. And that was unbelievable. I would go home on Monday night and read my whole scout. And then when the scout team got there on Tuesday, I would know every play. I could tell you how they lined up. I could tell you what they was going to run. I could tell you everything that was going on, but my coaches did all that on paper, and it was unbelievable. You know, selected to the Hall of Fame was actually, I didn't know a lot about it and really didn't pay more attention until my brother, Troy Fontenot, which was a really good athlete here too. He took it upon himself, him and his wife, I guess because he's seen so much of this going on that you really needed to be nominated. And I was like, well, if you want to nominate me, that's fine. You know, like I said, it's a big deal. I didn't think much of it until I got nominated, and my kids are like, you know, so happy and say, "You deserve this." And I said, well, there's a lot of other athletes that deserved it way before me. I mean, we just did what we did. We played, and I'm really honored that I was nominated and able to get in. There's a lot of people that I would like to thank. I mean, God in my life, my talent, all my coaches that were in my life really taught me how to be a great athlete, but also they taught me how to be a man. And you don't get a lot of that. My dad also did that too. But you know, there's a lot of times you look towards your coaches to help you out. Some things that your pop can't teach you. I was always like that with my kids. It's like I helped coach them till they got to 10, 11, 12 years old, and then I told them it's time for somebody else. My wife, my 3 sons, my parents, my mom, my dad, God bless his soul, everything that helped me to be who I am today, especially my coaching staffs at Denham Springs. They really helped. They were like father figures. They kind of point you in the right direction, but they also they put you in timeout too. They made you run a lot. So keep it straight, keep it straight. I can tell my kids a lot of things that y'all did that they don't believe. It's like, oh yeah, you know, we ran a lot. Coach D was unbelievable at practice, but come back now and you just love them all. I mean, they were just great. It was just such a blessing to play at Denham Springs and to be nominated for this.